Azzapp has 21.9% comeback rate, almost 4 times the average in Challenger. Comeback is kind of when a player wins a game when their team is behind. Please 5,000 gold. Wait, what? Is it that bad? 6.5% in Challenger. Never FF? Not even a question mark. This is a proof of concept straight up. Even if you take into account like the champion strength and whatever, like how good VelKoz is in comeback scenario, for example, which is not particularly that good. There are better champs who scale better. Never FF stays winning. People lose 94% of games when they're behind 5k. Think about it. 94% of the time they lose. And I lose only 78. There's an old argument that it's not worth playing the game out. If the chance to win a game on failed 4-1 surrenders, there's 97%, 96 point something. It was like 3.3% chance to win for the average player.
Also, by the way, doing some new stuff with competitive, so non-unanimous surrender pre-15 minutes is now going to be available to everyone. They have done a lot of investigation in the data here, and it's like a failed 4-1 surrender vote in ranked had like a 97% loss rate. Obviously, a non-zero number of games would have been turned around and won, but it was like, oh, this is an extremely high number where like I saw it and I was like, as the guy who says no on the surrender vote, I get it, I accept.
If you look at this graph, when people are down 5k gold, it really puts into perspective how overrepresented players' mentalities compared to the actual reality on the field. Because when you think about 5k, it doesn't seem that insane, by the way. And that is because it's not. Well, if people actually didn't quit mentally and wanted to force a surrender to quit the game earlier, they would actually win way more games that were 4-1 failed surrender votes. If they just wanted to play them out.
What? What? What the fuck? I'm 15 kills. I'm gonna kill this game.
My argument is that always the majority of the component to the loss was mental side of things, not necessarily the reality. Which is why I started even making those videos in the first place, because Master Elo was absolutely fucking horrible. It was borderline unplayable because people were doing this. I'm not trying to like be the Messiah or do some crazy shit.
I'm not the Messiah. Will you please listen? I am not the Messiah. Do you understand?
Only the true Messiah denies his divinity.
It's just basically the correct way to play. And I tell that to people, and the ones who are willing to listen, they just try it and they see it works and they never go back. And it spreads by like wildfire. Why? Because it's fucking effective. Because everyone who adopted it didn't regret it. Like not a single person regretted it. Play the next 10 games as if there is no surrender vote. You'll noticeably improve as a player, as a teammate, and your win rate is going to improve, and your fun aspect is going to improve. Literally everything. It's a win-win-win. I'm literally just playing the game. Like when people say FF go next, I say, how could we win this? I know it's a stupid situation. How could we win it? That's the whole beauty of the game. That's where you get the glory from winning the tough ones, not the easy ones. Whether it is winnable or not, you cannot know unless you've given it the best shot. Because you can make an assertion that the game is unwinnable, give up, but you refuse to open up the box that carries the answer because you didn't try. The only way to do it is by trying. People want to run the fucking slot machine of like draft better team, win LP. Draft worst team, lose LP, and they're just like pulling the fucking lever, hoping to get more wins than losses. Stop type. What is wrong with these guys? Can they stop fucking typing? Who gives a shit? Play the game. Bro, where are we? Why is this guy bot? Bro, we need kill into resets. We need to FF. Absolute despicable loser mentality, but whatever. What the Bro, these players. We waited over 20 minutes to play a game of 18, out of which 16 they were typing and flaming. It's no wonder literally just playing the game is considered like absurd, unreal, superior behavior. Literally just playing the game, having quadruple comeback rate in Challenger. Imagine pressing accept and playing the game and not typing, trying to defend your stupid ego. How much gold you were behind? We were behind more than 5k, I would say here. 6k. It's not about the number, it's about how you arrived to the number, because we mental boomed even here, even before this. I think we mental boomed, like here we mental boomed. I was just typing and being annoying entire game. Can you make a statistic whether FF constantly affects your win rate? I blame all like the popular people, the streamers who talk about this surrendering topic and they have no fucking clue about it. You get a bunch of like lower elo people who come into these and like, I believe this person is genuinely questioning it. Let me rephrase this so I understand how fucking absurd this is. Can you make a statistic? Whether losing the game this instant affects your win rate. Whether losing a game guaranteed versus having a chance to win it affect your win rate. That's quitting the game make you more likely to lose, not win. I don't even blame him because like you have a bunch of gold and silver players. That's the majority of the community. They learn what they see on streams and what they absorb. And if all the people are always spamming and constantly crying about FF and that's the dominant culture, that's what you get. Should they make FF based on gold lead instead of timer? No, they lean on players to understand what's a good surrender. And Riot, in their ignorance, they believe that players are mostly correct. True, but you also have to efficient the LP gain in relation to the time spent. On average, you lose LP and gain a lot more. We talked about that. Okay, Giovanni, let me blow your mind, okay? That's literally my very first video that combats this issue, okay? Picture this equation. If you're gonna quit a certain amount of games to shave off some time so you play the next game and get a win, so you can get theoretically more LP and more time. So your win rate has to be absurdly high in order to justify quitting games that are winnable, so you can put in more games. That means you're smurfing. You're like 70% win rate. You're really, really high. But guess what happens? If you push this equation to 70%, that your win rate is already high, that you're smurfing, this comeback percentage goes up. You're smurfing and much better than the elo you're in, which means you shouldn't quit over a 2,000 gold deficit or ego issues and problems with your teammates in communication. The better you are, the higher your win rate, the more it's justified for you to quit games so you can play more games. But then again, the better you are, the more likely you're actually to win the games that you're in already. So no matter how you spin it, it's better to play the games out. Asking to defend quitting and dodging is like asking to defend flat earth. You can come up with an argument, but you will know that they're shit arguments. You can have like very good lines that can even like persuade some people as long as you sound confident, but it doesn't matter because you're arguing in bad faith and you know it's a bad argument deep down. You literally know, and that is a problem. We got an LS weighing in on the percent thing. Wasn't the right number only 15% consecutive 3-2 fail votes and 2% or less? I think it was 3. I think it was like 3.3, something like that, or less than 4, which it's actually perfect. Hopefully close number, especially given people in your game probably also have an increased mentality. Not FF since assuming you're hostage him anyway. This right here that Ellis mentions, this is literally the perfect encapsulation of what it means to not quit. If you know that I'm gonna quote unquote hostage you, which is play the game, that you might be more inclined to play the game, perfectly illustrates how much mentality plays the part. And it's exactly how these games operate, which has been my main contention all the time. It's essentially nothing but a mentality game, not necessarily based in reality. It's based in your flawed perception of reality. So yeah, this is perfect. I'm glad Ellis is weighing in on this because we're gonna bring way more eyeballs to this. He commands attention. This is pretty cool. DPM lol. Thank you to these guys, man, for putting this on publicly. It's really bringing a lot of eyeballs to this interesting topic. Brandalore, make a 5-hour long video.